Why'd you have to get killed? You ain't so small as no mouse. I didn't bounce you hard. Now if George finds out, he won't let me get to tend to no rabbits. No, this ain't like I got high in the brush. No, I'll tell him I found it dead. Now he won't let me get to tend to no rabbits.
What you got there, sonny boy?
George says I ain't got nothing to do with you. Talk to you or nothing.
George give you orders about everything?
Says I can't tend to no rabbits if I talk to you.
He's just scared Curly will get mad. Well, Curly's arm's in a sling, and if he gets tough, you could break his other hand. You can get nothing over me about his hand getting caught in a machine.
No, sir. I ain't gonna talk to you or nothing.
Listen, all the guys out there have a horseshoe tournament. It's about 4 o'clock. No one's going anywhere until that tournament's over. Why can't I talk to you? I get awful lonely. I can't talk to anybody.
Well, George says I can't talk to you or nothing.
I get awful lonely. I'm not allowed to talk to nobody but Curly. How'd you not like to talk to nobody?
Well, I ain't supposed to. George is scared that I'll get in trouble.
George is just scared that Curly will get mad. Well, Curly's arm is in a sling, and if he gets tough, you could just break his other hand. You can't get nothing over me about it getting cut in no machine. What do you got covered up there?
He's my pup.
Why, he's dead!
He made like he was gonna bite me, and so then I made like I was gonna smack him, and then I actually did it, and now he's dead.
Don't worry, Ned. You could just get another one. He's just a mutt. The whole country's full of mutts.
Well, it ain't about that. Now George won't let me tend to the rabbits now.
Why don't he?
Well, George said if I done another bad thing, I won't get to tend to the rabbits.
Don't worry about talking to me. Those guys in that tournament got $4 bets, so they're not going anywhere until it's done.
Well, if George sees me talking to you, he'll give me so much hell. He told me so. Well, George said you'll get us in a mess.
What's wrong with me? What harm am I doing to you? Seems like no one cares how I'm living. I ain't used to living like this. I could have made something of myself. Maybe I will. Yet. I lived in Salinas when I was a kid. A show came through and I met a few of the actors. They said I could have gone with them to Hollywood. They were gonna write me letters, but my mom ruined that chance I got. If she hadn't, maybe I wouldn't be living like this, that's for damn sure. I could have been having all those nice clothes, and I wouldn't even have to pay a single dime for them, because I'd be the one in the pictures. Are you listening?
Me? Sure.
Well, listen. I never told nobody this, but maybe I ought to. I don't like Curly. He's not a nice man. Someone made a ringer. I could have made it, you know. All because this guy says I'm a natural.
Maybe if I take this pup out, then George won't notice, and then I can tend to those rabbits.
Don't you think of nothing but rabbits?
We're gonna get a nice little place, and we're gonna have a spot for alfalfa. Now alfalfa is for the rabbits that George said I could tend to.
What makes you so crazy about rabbits?
I like to touch soft things. Once I was at a fair, and there were some of those long-haired rabbits, and my God, those felt good. You bet.
I think you're nuts.
No, I ain't. George says I ain't. I just like to play soft things with my fingers.
Well, who doesn't? You ever felt velvet?
Yes, I did. An old lady gave it to me. That lady was my Aunt Bella.
You're nuts. But you're a nice fella, like a big baby. I get where you're coming from. Sometimes when I'm doing my hair, I just like to pet it, because it's so soft. Take Curly's hair, for example. His hair is like wire, but mine is soft because I brush it. Feel, right here.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice.
Alright, now don't mess it up.
That's nice.
Alright, don't mess it up.
That's nice.
Don't mess up my hair now. Don't mess it up. I said you're gonna mess it up.
Oh, George won't let me turn the rabbits. Stop.
Oh!
I didn't want to hurt you. I did a bad thing. I did a bad thing. I better throw this thing up before George finds it.
Lenny! Lenny, where are you? I didn't know you were in here. You ain't all asleep here. Oh my God.
Now, what was it you wanted to see me about? What's wrong with her? Candy?
What done it?
Think you got any idea? Shouldn't have. I guess in the back of my head I did.
What we gonna do, George? What we gonna do?
I guess we gotta tell the guys. I guess we gotta get them locked up. We can't let him get away. That poor bastard Scott. Maybe when they lock him up, they'll arrest him.
We ought to let him get away, George. You know that Curly. Curly gone get him lynched.
Yeah, I guess we will. And the other guys will too.
We ought to get that house, George. That place. We still gonna get it.
Yeah. Now listen, we gotta tell the guys there ain't no way out, and I'm not gonna let them get to Lenny, okay? So they might think I was in on it. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go to the bunkhouse, and then you're gonna go out and you're gonna tell them just like how you found her, okay? And I'm gonna come in running just like I'd never seen her. Okay, will you do that for me?
I can do that, George.
Okay, give me a few minutes.
I know who done it. That big son of a gun done it. I'm gonna get him. I'll go grab my shotgun. I'll kill that big son of a gun myself. I'll shoot him in the guts. Come on, guys.
Crow said this Luger got stolen. That poor bastard is gonna get shot by a shotgun.
I didn't forget you back. Goddamn. Win the brush for George. George gonna wish that he was alone and not have me bothering him. I'm gonna go over there and find a cave. I'll be alone and have no ketchup, but it's okay. I'll go away. I'll go away. I told you. George is so nice to you, but you do bad things. I tried on Clara, ma'am. I tried and I tried. You never give a fuck to George. He's been doing nice things for you all the time. Whenever he got a piece of pie, you always got half or more than half. And if there was any ketchup, why he'd give it all to you. I know, Uncle, ma'am. I'll go right off in those hills and I'll find a cave, and then I'll be no trouble to George. You're always saying that when you know son of a kitchen that you're never gonna do it. You'll just stick around and steal the Jesus out of George. I might as well just go away now. George ain't gonna let me tend to no rabbits. 10 rabbits. You crazy sucker. You ain't fit to lick the boots of no rabbit. You'd forget about them and let them go hungry. That's what you do. What would George think? The hell you wouldn't. You ain't worth a greased jack pin to ram you into hell. Christ knows George knows everything. He could have jacked you out the sewer. But it don't do you no good if you think George is gonna let you tend to rabbits. You're even crazier than usual. He's gonna beat the hell out of you with a stick. That's what he's gonna do. He ain't neither. George won't do nothing like that. I've known George since, well, I forget when, but he ain't never raised his hand to me with a stick. He's nice to me. He ain't gonna be mean. Well, he's sick of you. He's gonna beat the hell out of you and go and leave you. He won't. He won't do nothing like that. I know George. Me and him travels together. He's gonna leave you, you crazy sucker. He's gonna leave you all alone. He ain't. He ain't gonna do that to me. Oh George, oh George, oh George.
What the hell are you yelling about?
You ain't gonna leave me, George. I know you ain't. I know that. I know you ain't. George?
Yeah,
I done another bad thing.
don't make no difference.
That damn bastard.
George?
Yeah?
Are you gonna give me hell?
Give you hell?
Sure, like you always done before. Like, if I didn't have you, I'd take my $50.
Jesus Christ, Lenny, you can't remember nothing that happens, but you can remember every word I say?
Well, ain't you gonna say it?
If I was alone, I could live so easy. I could get a job and have no mess.
Go on. And at the end of the month?
And at the end of the month, I could take my $50 and go to Kat's house.
Come on, George. Are you gonna give me no more hell?
No.
Well, I can go away. I'll go right off in the hills and I'll find a cave.
No, I want you to stay with me.
Tell me like you done before.
Tell about what?
About the other guys and us.
Guys like us got no family. They make a little steak and then they blow it in. They ain't got nobody in the world that gives a hoot in hell about them.
They're not us, George. Tell about us now.
But not us.
Because
I got you
and you got me. We got you though. That's what it's about. That gives a hoot and holler about us.
When I find you, I'm gonna kill you. Where are you? George, where are you?
Look how it's gonna be.
Look across the river like you can almost see the place.
Well, go on, George. We're gonna get that little place.
We'll have a pig, a cow, and chickens. We'll have a little piece of alfalfa
For the rabbits.
for the rabbit.
We'll live on the fat of the land.
No, Lenny, look down there across the river like you can see the place. We're gonna do it soon, Lenny. Promise to God.
You and me, George. Everybody's gonna be so nice to you. Ain't no troubles. I thought you was mad at me.
No, Lenny, I ain't never been mad at you and I ain't now. That's the thing I want you to know.
Let's get that place. Let's go do it now.
Sure, we got it. We
There.
got it.
We'll get the place and we'll have the rabbits and the alfalfa.
Listen, it's about
Talk to you or nothing. Well, George says you'll get us in a mess.
what is wrong with you?
Bye.
Let's
No, I ain't. George just says I like to play soft things with my fingers.
George says you do.
You're nuts, but I get where you're coming from. Sometimes you're like, redo that. Take Curly's hair for example. Curly's hair is rough like a wire.
Oh man.
Take Curly for example. His hair's hard like wire.
Stop! Stop! How do you let me tend to the rabbit? Stop! I gotta throw this out before George finds out.
What we gonna do, George? What we gonna do?
Cut it. Yeah, I guess Curly will. Now that and take off your hat while
Oh, it's gonna be.
Oh my God, Chelce.